Shivaya Gurave Namah Shri Matre Namah by bowing down to the Divine Mother, Father of the Universe, Parampita Parameshwara, Ma Lalita Tripura Sundari, with the blessings of Jagat Guru Adi Shankaracharya, Sringeri Jagat Guru Bharati Tirtha Swamiji, Vidushekara Bharati Swamiji, and my beloved Kanchi Mahaperiyava. I welcome you all into my channel, Inner Journey with Lakshmi. So today I'm going to talk about those three most powerful days of this month, those three most powerful days of Kartika Masam, which are responsible or which got all those powers, all those energies to remove all kinds of planetary related doshas, to remove Kala Sarpa dosham, to remove Mahasarpa dosham, to remove Rahu Graha dosham, Ketu Graha dosham, or to remove Manglik dosham. And also it blesses an individual, the sadhak who worships on these particular 3 days. I'm going to come to the dates very soon. A sadhak who worships those serpent energies, those serpent deities on those 3 powerful days will be blessed with auspiciousness and abundance in all aspects of their lives, and will be blessed with peace and happiness, progress, progeny, everything in their life. So what are those 3 days? So before divulging about the dates, I would like to confirm to you that either you can worship on all these 3 days, or if you cannot worship on all these 3 days, then I would strongly recommend or suggest you at least worship on one of these days. So those 3 days are, first one, Nagachaturthi, which is falling on 25th October 2025. And then Naga Panchami, which is 26th October. And then Skanda Shashti, which is falling on 27th October. So these 3 days are very, very powerful in tapping into the energies of serpent power, and then divert it into those areas of your life that need help. So how to tap into those energies, how to divert those energies into those areas of your life that need help, all this I will explain very, very clearly in this video. Also, there are certain prashad, naivedya offerings that need to be made to the deities. That also I will very clearly explain along with the recipes. So don't worry, just watch this entire video carefully. I suggest you keep a book and pen and keep noting down all the points that I'm mentioning. So first thing, the deities that you need to worship for these 3 days are, there are 2 deities. One is the female energy who is addressed as Manasa Devi, or she is also addressed as Manasa Devi. So basically, she is a combination energies of Uma Maheshwara. That means she is a combination energies of Bhagavan Shiva and also Ma Parvati. So it's a very powerful energy. Just understand, when it is a combination energy of both yin and yang. In Chinese language, they call yin and yang, or we can call it as a Stri Purusha Shakti. It's a combination energy of Stri Purusha Shakti, which means it's an energy which is whole and complete. There is no depth in it. It is such an energy. Very, very powerful. The next deity is, he has many names actually. One of the names is Skanda, and some people call him Bhagavan Kumaraswamy, some people call him Bhagavan Shanmukha, some people address him as Bhagavan Subrahmanya, and down south, many people call him Murugan or Karthikeya, very, very powerful deity. He is also called Sarvatomukha. Actually, the Puranas, the scriptures are addressing him as Sarvatomukha, means all aspects. That means his energies are all pervading in all aspects of this universe, this entire cosmos. That's why he got that name Sarvatomukha. Now, when you worship these deities on either one of these 3 days that I've just mentioned, or all these 3 days, what will happen? What will you get? First thing, your 5 senses, they get balanced and they work as per creator's perspective, as per the perspective of the source energy. Next, your conscious mind gets balanced. Next thing, the panchabhutas, the 5 elements in your body, they get aligned and they get balanced. And also, prana shakti, that is the life force energy, will flow within you as is appropriate for your body, as per Shiva's perspective. So these are the benefits, some yogic benefits of worshipping Bhagavan Skanda and Ma Manasa Devi during this time. Now, other benefits that I want to mention, This worship eliminates Nagadosha, it eliminates Kala Sarpa dosha, it eliminates Mahasarpa dosha. If there is any Rahu Graha dosham in your chart, it will be gone. If there is any Ketu Graha dosham in your chart, that will be resolved. And if you have Manglik issue, or if Mars is debilitated in your horoscope, or if Mars is not placed well in your horoscope, even that will be taken care when you worship these two deities. Now, if you do not know whether you have any of these doshas or not, can you still worship? 100% yes, because the scriptures are very, very clearly saying that if you want harmony between a couple, do this procedure. If you are looking to build a house, unable to build a house because of the increased price of the house, or you have built a house but you are unable to repay the loan, even in such a situation, go for it and do it and see the miracles for yourself. I don't want to say much about it, because how much ever I say about it, it would still be considered as less itself. Because as per the scriptures, when you look into the scriptures, when you look into the Skanda Purana and other scriptures, they are very beautifully, they have extensively glorified about the worship of Manasa Devi and Nagendra on these 3 dates. These are, as I just said, Nagachaturthi, Nagapanchami, and Skandashashti. So, first, before understanding what exactly to be done, I would like to first very briefly talk about why someone will get Naga dosham. So, serpent energies, we need to understand serpent energies are considered as one of the most powerful energy of cosmos. So, when we are either harming them knowingly or unknowingly, or when you are disturbing them knowingly or unknowingly, it creates a sort of imbalance in this cosmos, and that can backfire. Some people very innocently ask me, so what if we have done something unknowingly? Why will it backfire? If you go and touch a plug which has no earthing, and whether you do it knowingly or unknowingly, it is going to harm you, isn't it? The same is the case with this. Now, serpent energies, when you kill any snake, either in this life or past life, when your vehicle has accidentally crossed over or passed over any snake, or any, for that matter, any animal or worm which is crawling, that can also create Nagadosham or Kalasarpadosham for you. And either in this life or in past life, if you have demolished any temples of snakes, or if you have demolished ant hills, if you have demolished any snake pits, and if you have built buildings, houses over it, either this life or past life, even that can create dosham. And sometimes, even if your ancestors have done it, there is a potential, that there is a potentiality of that issue being passed on to generations and generations. That's why if you observe, in some families, generations together, people are not blessed with progeny. Generations together, people are unhappy. In some families, all the siblings, I mean, the entire family is suffering, and they just wonder what has happened to the entire family. Then they start anticipating things, that has anyone done black magic to me? Is it evil eye and all? First, I would suggest, if your entire family of all the siblings, everyone is suffering, first perform this Naga Chaturthi, Naga Panchami, Skanda Shashti very religiously every year, and year by year you will see a tremendous change, how your life changes. You yourself will observe. At least one of these 3 days is also very powerful. So, what does these doshas do? The doshas that I have just mentioned, Naga dosha, Kala Sarpa dosha, Manglik dosha, Mahasarpa dosha, all these, what do they actually do? They interfere with the wellness of a family. They interfere, these doshas, they don't let the family progress. The people in the family will be struggling, will be doing a lot of hard work, but they don't see any result. And there can be energies of procrastination, and there can be lethargic energies, all such kinds of energies related to issues related to ovaries, issues related to fertility, issues related to uterus, all these things actually. So in scriptures, it's very clearly mentioned that even Bhagavan Krishna performs Naga Puja in Goloka. Now, I'll straight away come to the point, what exactly you need to do on those 3 days. Either you can do you can perform this puja on all the 3 days or at least one of those 3 days. What do you need to do? First, you have to do the Panchopachara puja of Nagadevatha. That is point number one. Point number two, in the Panchopachara puja, you have to perform Abhishekam and offer some certain flowers and certain leaves to the Nagadevatha, and also you have to perform Abhishekam on the Shivlingam using Durga Suktam or Rudra Namakam Chamakam or Mahanyasam or Purusha Suktam. It is up to you. I think it is very clear now that you have to perform Abhishekam to Nagendra, you have to perform Abhishekam to Shivlingam. Now, you can consider either a Shivlingam with a snake on top of it, or you can consider a photo which has a Shivlingam and a snake covering over it on top of it. Either you can consider the Shivlingam or a photo, both are okay. If you're considering Shivlingam, then you will do Abhishekam directly on the Shivlingam using the mantras Subrahmanya Ashtakam and Manasa Devi Stotram and Skanda Stotram. These three are the ones that you will use. Again, as I said, you will also perform Abhishekam on Shivlingam. For that, you will be using either Durga Suktam or Purusha Suktam or Rudram Namakam Chamakam or Mahanyasam. So you need to perform Abhishekam with either cow milk or water or Panchamrit. I personally suggest use all three of them one by one. It's very beneficial because each Abhisheka Dravya has a benefit of its own. It's very clearly detailed in our scriptures. I'm not going into the details because the video may get lengthy. So I want to straight away go to the point. You perform Abhishekam with cow milk, water, Panchamrit. Panchamrit means it's a combination of milk, honey, ghee, sugar and curd. If you want recipe, you can actually find it in many YouTube videos. The recipe is very clearly outlined. And finally, after performing Abhishekam with cow milk, water and Panchamrit, finally, again do Abhishekam with water, clean it properly, wipe the Shivlingam and the snake on the Shivlingam very, very neatly, such a manner that there is no wetness, no moisture over it. Apply sandalwood first onto the Nagendra or the Nagadevatha on the Shivling, and then apply turmeric over that sandalwood, and then apply kumkum over that turmeric. Next, apply vibhuti to Mahadeva, Shiva, on the Shivling. Now, you will offer flowers and certain leaves to the Shivling. So, if you want to increase affection between wife and husband, or if wife and husband are not living harmoniously, they are fighting, they're having misunderstandings, fighting, there is no great energy between them, then offer jasmine flowers or recite those mantras by offering jasmine flowers. Which mantras? Again, same thing. Skanda Stotram or Manasa Devi Stotram or Subrahmanyastakam. If you are struggling to buy a house, or if you are struggling to repay the loan of a house, then offer either white lotus flowers or white lily flowers to the Nagendra. Next, if you want abundance, if you want wealth, money, prosperity, abundance in all aspects of life, then offer Bilva Patra. Bilva Patra are the leaves that we usually offer to Shivling on Mahashivaratri. Next, if health is your concern, if you are suffering with issues related to health, then offer yellow flowers to the Nagendra or Nagadevatha while doing the Panchopachara Puja, or while reciting Subrahmanya Ashtakam, or while reciting Skanda Stotram or Manasa Devi Stotram. I would suggest you consider a collection of certain patri like jasmine leaves, kusha grass, hibiscus tree leaves, oleander tree leaves, kadamba tree leaves, and shami vriksha leaves. You need not have to procure all of them. Try your best to procure as much as possible, and then you offer it to the Nagendra. When you worship Nagendra with all this procedure that I have just mentioned, it invites peace and it invites happiness and well-being. Sarvato Mukhabhivruddhi. That means well-being and progress in all aspects of your life. all the sins that you have committed towards the serpent community, whether you have killed snakes either in this life or past life, or whether your ancestors have killed snakes and you are suffering for it, all these issues will be eliminated and they will be forgiven. If your health supports, I would also suggest you to do fasting. You will not eat anything from the sunrise to sunset, and after the sunset, you look at the stars, you offer your gratitude, bow down to the stars, and then you eat your full dinner. So that is about the puja procedure and the fasting procedure. Now let me come to the naivedya offering procedure. So for the prashad, first thing, you will take equal quantity of sesame seeds and jaggery and you will coarse grind it. Kindly do not grind it into a very thin powder. Make small laddus out of this dough. This is one prashad. Second prashad that you can offer is soaked moong dal. Soak moong dal for 1 to 2 hours. It becomes soft. Drain the water, and this is the second offering that you will offer to the Nagendra. Third offering is jaggery water. So jaggery water, you all know, it is prepared by mixing generous amount of jaggery powder into a glass full of water, add little bit of a pinch of dry ginger powder, a pinch of cardamom powder, if possible also put 1 or 2 tulsi leaves into it, and this forms your jaggery water. Next, fourth offering is cow milk. Fifth offering has a bit of preparation. I will explain clearly. Please note down. You have to take 1 cup of rice flour, and then you have to take at least 3/4 cup or more, or adjust it as per taste. 3/4 cup of jaggery, grated jaggery. Next, take water about 1/4 cup or as needed. A pinch of cardamom powder, and 2 to 3 tablespoons of ghee, and grated coconut or chopped dry fruits. So grated coconut or chopped dry fruits, this is optional, but other ingredients are compulsory. Now add the grated jaggery and a few tablespoons of water to a pan. Heat it gently until the jaggery melts. Add this melted jaggery syrup little by little to the rice flour that you have considered and mix it thoroughly, mix it well. Now, while mixing it, you may add few tablespoons of ghee, add a pinch or 2 of cardamom powder, mix it thoroughly. This forms like a dough. And now make small laddus out of this dough. This will be your fifth offering. So these are the offerings that you will do to the god, and after this there is a certain story of Manasa Devi. So you have to hold the akshatas, recite or listen to the entire story, and then offer it back to the Nagendra or the Shivling for which you have performed puja. After that, as a blessing, you will take those akshatas and put it on your Sahasrara chakra, on your head. Now the energy that got imbibed into those akshatas will penetrate into your Sahasrara chakra. From there, it goes down to your Agnya chakra, Vishuddhi chakra, Anahata chakra, Manipuraka chakra, sacral chakra and root chakra, and then that energy will be dispersed into all your cells, your DNA and chromosomes. So this is how this entire puja is done. So on this particular day, either in the evening or in the morning, you can go to the temple of Kumaraswamy or Subrahmanyaswamy, or if you do not have temple of Kumaraswamy or Subrahmanyaswamy or Nagendra or Nagadevatha temple, at least go to a Shivling. Now, healthy people are suggested to do at least 27 parikramas around the Shivling. If your body doesn't cooperate, or if you're aged, or if you're too young, too small, too young, or too fragile, if your body is too fragile, then do at least 9 parikramas. If even that is not possible, then at least go for 3 parikramas around the Nagadevatha temple or Shivling. Anything is okay. Now, make sure you offer some milk at the snake pit or anthill. Do not offer eggs to snakes. Some people offer eggs to snakes, but it is nowhere mentioned in the scriptures to offer eggs to snakes. So there is no Shastra Pramana for it. So need not offer eggs to snakes. Next, kindly do not fire high sounding crackers around snake pits, because I have observed many people firing very, very resounding crackers around the pits, around the anthills or snake pits, and Don't you think it will disturb the energies? Just try to understand these serpent energies. They are like small babies, and when there is a resound around a baby, the baby undergoes trauma, shock, setback. So on this particular day of Nagendra, we want to worship the serpent energy. We don't want to cause any trauma or shock or setback to the serpent energy. So kindly, I request you to avoid firing resounding crackers around the snake pits or ant hills. Now, on this particular day, if you are even more serious about eliminating all kinds of obstacles from your life, and if you're serious about seeing a good amount of progress in your life, or if you want to eliminate all kinds of astrological dosh, then you can go on to do the jagaran on this particular day and sing the songs or do the bhajan of Nagadevatha or Nagendra or Manasa Devi. Very, very powerful. Now, on this particular day, people or the women or men whose marriage is being delayed, they are suggested by the Puranas, the scriptures, to do parikrama or pradakshina around their own parents for 3 times. This is going to remove all kinds of dosha for those individuals. Now, on this particular day, if possible, sleep on floor. If you cannot sleep on floor, then do one thing. Just take off the mattress from the bed and then spread a bed sheet on the bed, and then you can sleep. So these are the procedures that needs to be performed either on 25th, 26th, 27th of October 2025 or at least one of these days. So I hope you make use of these procedures and perform the puja. I wish you all the very best, and may the blessings of Nagendra, Nagadevatha, Manasa Devi overflow into your life and into your family. And may you see progress in all aspects of your life. God bless you.